Now, there's just 4 days left for the Panchayat elections in West Bengal, and there's no end to violence that has been taking place in the build-up to those elections in West Bengal. A day after the state police recovered the body of a BJP leader identified as Bunkim Hunstah from Purulia district of the state, a TMC leader was shot at in Bengal's Kultali area. The TMC leader Kutbuddin Gharni had been shot in the leg while he was on his way to a poll booth and has alleged that the attack had been carried out by CPM Carder. Now, bombs have also been recovered from the Koonch Bihar district in West Bengal as well. Earlier, the state governor, Mr. CV Anand Bose, had also criticized the state government for the ongoing violence in West Bengal and said that violence could be described as politics of murder and intimidation. The TMC, on the other hand, had written to the State Election Commission accusing the governor of interfering in the poll process, even calling it a violation of the Model Code of Conduct.
কাল 7:30 নাগাদ আমি ভোট প্রচার আমি একজন মেরিগঞ্জ 11 নম্বর বুথের তৃণমূলের ক্যান্ডিডেট ভোট প্রচারে গেছিলাম। এসওসি সিপিএম এর গুন্ডা বাহিনীরা তারা আমার জীবনে মেরে ফেলার জন্য অতর্কিত গুলি করে। পুলিশকে যখন আমি আহত হয়ে জঙ্গলের মধ্যে লুকিয়ে থাকি, ওরা আমাকে না পায়, তখন আমি পুলিশকে সেখান থেকে ফোন করি। পুলিশ এলে দুষ্কৃত পালায়, পুলিশ কিন্তু আমাকে পায়নি। আমি আবার দূরে গিয়ে পুলিশের সঙ্গে দেখা করি।
So let me in fact go across to Shreya for all the updates. She also managed to speak to one of the people who was of course injured in that attack during the Panchayat election build-up. Shreya, how sensitive is the situation on the ground, and give us a perspective on the kind of war of words that we're witnessing in between the political parties who are blaming each other for the violence that has ensued.
See, we need to understand one thing, that the whole of South Chobbish Pargona, the whole situation in ground is very sensitive, because not only, in Kultali, from where I have reported, done the ground report, not only that part, but the whole, portion of South Chobbish Pargona, it is very sensitive, and we are just 4 days away from, the Panchayat election. Now, this person, Kutbuddin Gharni, he was shot last night and he did receive injury in his thigh. I also went to the, hospital to see what was the condition. They did tell me that he did come to the hospital, last night, but without going on with further treatment, he went back home. Now, when I spoke to him, he told me that he was being targeted by goons of CPIM. He is the candidate for TMC, and they don't want him live, because of which he was being targeted by TMC.
Okay, so that's of course the news coming from South 24 Parganas, where, like you said, the situation is very sensitive. Stay with us, Shreya, because the Calcutta High Court today, in its order on the deployment of central forces in the state, had said that not all booths will have central forces deployed in the state, and that there are 65,000 central forces and 70,000 state armed police, which will be deployed at a 50-50 ratio at the concerned booths. Politics has also taken center stage ahead of these elections. Of course, there's been a war of words where the Trinamool Congress and the BJP as well have locked horns over who's responsible for violence in the state. Let's listen in.
Actually, after the death assassinated anybody, the assassination takes place, all parties, they start claiming that this is their body. Till now, it is not confirmed whose body is this and who has murdered this. Actually, now BJP, Congress, CPM, they've understood that they are going to lose the game. Now, we don't need to put some bombs, some explosives in some areas. Why? Why should we? The game is made, the checkmate.
তৃণমূল মানে কি? তৃণমূল মানে কি? তৃণমূল মানে কি? চোর 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 ধরো, চোর 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 ধরো, চোর 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 ধরো, চোর 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 ধরো। এবারের পঞ্চায়েত থেকে চোরেদের তাড়াতে হবে। মোদিজি শৌচালয়বিহীন বাড়িতে শৌচালয়ের জন্য টাকা বরাদ্দ করেছিলেন, আপনাদের কাছে আসেনি। প্রধানমন্ত্রী আবাস যোজনা দিয়েছেন, আপনাদের কাছে আসেনি।
Well, let me go back once again to Shreya. Shreya, just 4 days now ahead of the Panchayat elections. But what's really been distressing, and this is something that's a rerun of what happened in 2018 as well in the state of West Bengal during the Panchayat polls, is that people from all political parties have been affected in the violence in the state. These include, of course, Carder of the BJP, the CPM, the TMC, and also the Congress.
You know, in the last 24 days, we have seen that the death toll have increased more than 14. And, you know, the important question that we should be raising right now is that who is to blame? Now, you know, all the political parties, they are blaming each other. Like in this case, in this ground report, you know, well, CPIM is saying that this is all, you know, falsely done by the victim. He has himself cut and now he's talking of a gunshot which actually didn't happen. So this is the political blame game which is going on, and not only in North Chobbish Pargona, but we do also hear news from Murshidabad. We do hear news from Bhagwan Gola, from all parts of Bengal, and you know, the whole of Bengal have turned into pockets of violence. And we did see the governor, you know, visiting the pockets of violence in Bengal last day. He have also made the daughter of Jiarul Molla last day in Canning, in a, you know, government guest house in Canning. Now, just after that, we have also seen the TMC party, you know, launching of
Yes, of course. We'll keep tracking all the developments from the ground, Shreya, also from South 24 Parganas, where you are right now, where the situation remains volatile just 4 days ahead of